What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Midnight's Garage, and today we're finally fixing that ugly radio in my car. Ask y'all to excuse my voice, I'm still suffering with this illness, but that's not going to stop us. As you can see, this old radio has been painted. There's a bunch of old wrap residue stuck to it. It's cut up. It's not great. It's seen better days. So we're going to remedy that today a little bit. It is going to be a temporary fix because I do plan on installing a new head unit and changing this whole faceplate out anyway in the near future. But for now, we need to make it look a little bit better until then. So I'm going to take the opportunity to show you guys how to sticker bomb. Now, my car has black and wood grain interior, so the sticker bomb's not really going to match with it. But we're not keeping it anyway, so I figured I'd take the opportunity to show you guys, and it'll get solved in the future anyway. Now, I'm not a sticker bomb guru by any means. Not that it's a hard thing to do, but there is a little bit of a technique to it I'm going to show you guys today. And I know some people don't even like this very much. I think it's ugly or tacky, and I can definitely see that, but some people do put it on their cars. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Also, while we're in there, I got this, which we're going to replace ours with. It's not perfect, it's a little beat up as you can see, but all the buttons are functional and it's not all cut up by old wrap and knife blades and scratch and everything, so this is going to be an improvement from the one we're taking out. However, this is broken in the back, which the one in my car also is, so this is going to have to get replaced later this year for sure because I don't have any heat controls here at all. This spins, but there's like a rod that comes through here and connects, and it just doesn't work if this piece here is broke off. So we're going to go junkyard diving in the spring for this, but right now in my car I have it set to full heat anyway, which is what we need, so it doesn't really matter. This looks better. We're going to put it in while we have the radio out, just for the sake of looks, and then we'll fix it in the spring. So the only technique you could call it, I guess, to this is you want to use all of the same type of stickers. If you're going to pick one, you want to stick with it. So you can see these stickers have no white background. These ones do. You don't want to mix these because it's not going to give you the look that you want. You can use all of these kinds of stickers, but I recommend getting all the ones with the white background because once you layer them on, that gives you that kind of sticker bomb look to it with all the colors and then the white to contrast it. Now this is just a random assortment of stickers that I got. You can just get them in sticker packs on Amazon and they come in. They're super cheap. These is all mixed up from a bunch of different ones I had. I just picked out some ones I thought looked cool. They don't need to be super high quality stuff. Just these little cheap ones will do. So that being said, we're going to go jump out in the car and start taking that radio apart. So we want to start by taking this piece out to let us get at the screws in behind here, as well as these side pieces on either side. And we might need to lift this up as well just a little bit to get at it, but we'll see. It's been a while since I've done this. You can see I've got all my extra switches and stuff run to the back of this panel here, so I can't really disconnect this, so we're just going to flop it over, but typically you could pull this right away. And then you can see underneath, there's some screws and stuff we have to get at. This one's missing, but we can start taking these side panels off. So now we have these screws to remove, 3 on each side. Now what you don't want to miss is down inside. There's 2 back here as well. A lot of people don't see these and then wonder why the radio is not coming out. Once it's loose, you just kind of grab a hold and it should pop right out. This is what it looks like in behind. You can see this is a little thing that controls your heat, but mine's broke, like I said, so it's not getting in there. And these are all your wires you're gonna have to unplug. So we got them all unplugged. Things to watch out for. This plug is down buried in the back a little more than the rest of them. It doesn't unplug right at the unit. And this guy can be a pain. You really got to get pushed down on that and really give her a yank. But once you get them all, your unit is free to come out. Oh, I forgot a couple on the bottom, I guess. And then there's another one right here for your hazard lights. So after all that, now your radio is free. Now you could actually sticker bomb if you wanted to do that while it's actually in the vehicle. There's nothing stopping you there. But you can see mine's kind of beat up, so I want to take it apart and actually try and get some of that junk off there. Plus, if we're swapping this out, you are going to have to take it apart in the back. Luckily, we can do that inside. We don't have to do it out here in the cold. Alrighty, so we got everything out. We're back in the shed. I'm going to get this guy installed on here. It's also going to help us with sticker bombing in here because we're not going to have to worry about having all these buttons and stuff in the way. So first we got to get this screw right here off. I guess there's actually supposed to be 2 on both sides, but I only had 3 of them installed. Now you may think you could just slide it out from here, but you are going to have to go ahead and take off these as well and get this whole bracket off. You can take your first bracket off. Then again, just these 2 here. That pops your second one off. Then your radio's free to pop out. It's just as simple as popping the other one in the spot and putting those brackets back on. But for now, we're going to leave this out because it's going to make our faceplate a lot easier to deal with when we put our stickers on. Speaking of our faceplate, there's a lot of old sticker residue on here. So I'm going to have to see how much of that's going to affect how well these stick to it. Well, y'all, I tried a sticker and I kind of figured that it wouldn't stick very well with all this grime on here. So we're going to have to go ahead and try and get that off. Might try some degreaser and I might just use sandpaper because I don't want this faceplate after this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, y'all, so we got her cleaned up. I used one of these little scuff pads as well as this plastic parts cleaner and a razor blade and just kind of went at it. I did scuff the buttons a little bit, which is not ideal, but you know, what can you do? It's done. But it seems to be nice and smooth, so we'll get to installing the stickers now. So we're going to start popping these stickers on here. And like I said before, guys, I would be a little more careful with the finish and the buttons and stuff, but it's all getting replaced soon anyways. It's just a how-to for you. So you take your sticker and you just kind of slap it on there. But you want to put it like with the edges kind of over the top because you're going to come back and trim later. So you don't want it to be like right perfectly like this. It's not going to look right. So we're going to just put it off to the side here a little bit. So that was kind of a fail. There was a little plastic parts cleaner that was stuck in that button. So we'll try again with another sticker here. Much better. Then when you get your second sticker, you want to overlap your first sticker like this. And you always got to make sure they overlap. You don't want any extra space. Some of them aren't going to want to cooperate, so you may have to trim early, like this one here. Does not want to stick because of this curve. Alrighty, y'all. Now that your radio is completely covered, all the black parts are covered by color. You're going to take a fresh razor, start trimming. And this is where the magic happens. So there you go. That's the gist of it. Now we do have some mistakes to make up for here and here. So you just add another sticker to it. Just like that. There's your finished product, guys. Depending on how fancy you want to get with it and how perfect. With your lines, you can add and cut until you get it just perfect, but I think this is looking pretty good, so we're going to throw that back in the car. So reinstalling, just reverse what we did. Plug all these back in, shove it in, put the screws. Last step, put this on. Well, alright y'all, there you go. Radio's back in the car and looks pretty snazzy, I think. I did forget, if you notice, if you're a keen-eyed viewer, that I forgot to trim out the AC buttons. So I'm going to have to go get a razor blade and do that. But other than that, she's all done. I think it turned out all right. It'll do us through the winter until we get a stereo in there and a new head unit. If you like what you've seen today, you can check out one of these two videos here YouTube thinks you might like. And please subscribe, because I do have some more stuff coming down the pipeline I think you'll enjoy. That being said, thanks again. We'll see you next time.